Hey everyone! To truly appreciate a perfect espresso shot, we need to understand the 4 key qualities that shape its unique flavor profile. These elements, bitterness, acidity, sweetness, and aftertaste, come together to craft an authentic and flavorful cup of espresso. First up is bitterness. Every coffee has some level of bitterness, but in espresso, this can be especially pronounced due to its concentrated nature. Bitterness in espresso comes from compounds like phenylendanes and caffeine, which are developed during the roasting process and intensified through brewing. A perfect espresso shot should have a hint of bitterness that complements the other flavors, but shouldn't dominate the taste. Imagine the subtle bitterness of dark chocolate. It's there, but it enhances the overall flavor rather than overpowering it. Bitterness can be amplified by over-extraction, when the coffee is brewed too long or with too fine a grind. Using old or low-quality beans can also result in an unpleasantly bitter espresso. To avoid this, make sure your grind water temperature and brewing time are just right, and always use fresh, high-quality beans. Adding sugar. Yay or nay? While some might consider it unconventional, adding a small amount of sugar can balance the bitterness. However, if you find yourself needing sugar to enjoy your espresso, it might be a sign that you need to tweak your brewing process or coffee selection. Next, let's talk about acidity, which adds a bright and lively character to your espresso. It's similar to how a splash of lemon juice can enhance a dish. The right amount can elevate the flavors, but too much can make it overly sharp. If your espresso is too sour, it could be due to under-extraction, meaning the coffee hasn't been brewed long enough, or the grind is too coarse. This results in a shot that's too acidic and lacks balance. You might notice that espresso from coffee shops can sometimes taste sourer than at home. This is often because some shops use beans that are either overly roasted or coated with tannic acid, which can create a grassy, sour taste. Sweetness in espresso comes from the natural sugars present in the coffee beans. During the roasting process, these sugars are caramelized, contributing to the espresso's overall flavor profile. A perfectly brewed espresso should have a pleasant sweetness that you can feel as a nutty or chocolatey base note. This sweetness should be subtle and not overpowering, balancing nicely with the bitterness and acidity. The right amount of sweetness leaves a slight sticky feel on your lips but shouldn't overshadow the other flavors. It's this balance that makes an espresso truly delightful. Finally, let's explore the aftertaste, the lingering flavors that remain after you've taken a sip. This is where the full complexity of your espresso reveals itself. A well-crafted espresso should leave a pleasant aftertaste that reflects a blend of its bitter, acidic, and sweet notes. Ideally, this should linger in your mouth for up to 20 minutes, giving you a lasting impression of the coffee's richness. Under-extracted espresso will leave a short, sour aftertaste and a thin mouthfeel, while over-extracted espresso can result in a heavy, overly bitter aftertaste with a burnt flavor. Although crema doesn't directly influence the aftertaste, it does add to the texture and mouthfeel, contributing to the overall experience of your espresso shot. And there you have it. The 4 key qualities that define a perfect espresso shot: bitterness, acidity, sweetness, and aftertaste. Each element plays a crucial role in creating that perfect balance and a truly satisfying cup of espresso. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your coffee-loving friends, and subscribe for more coffee tips and insights. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or any questions you have about making the perfect espresso. Thanks for watching and happy brewing.